What's up? How's it going? It's been a few days, and I apologize, but I'm back tonight. It will be for the rest of the week. We'll be taking this Saturday off from streaming, and that just yet. I will, however. Chill, Choco, chill. Talk about tonight. So tonight, as the title says, I'm going to be trying to complete the Temtem Kisiwa story update, and hopefully that happens. Well, I really don't know. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my best to finish it tonight. I don't know if there's 10 minutes left of the story or 2 hours, so bear with me. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm on here for like 30 minutes and it's over, and if so, I'm not gonna cut the stream too short. I'll look around. I noticed there was some areas like earlier in the game where you can use the rock climbing gear that we got that wasn't an option earlier in the game, and I'm guessing there's some sort of something that's opened up here so we can actually utilize the equipment. I'm hoping, maybe, I don't know. Again, if you know me and you watch these streams, I don't get it on spoilers, so everything's new to me as I go. So be that as it may, we're gonna hope for the best. Also, once we finish this, before I get into the Resident Evil 7 DLC stuff, which I put on hold for a little bit for Temtem, I'm actually gonna try my best to jump in on some, what was I thinking? Final Fantasy 14, and hopefully we don't really have, next Tuesday the patch comes out, and it's a big patch, so I'll be on here like Tuesday not doing that, going pretty ham on the patch until we can get caught up with that as well. But for now, Temtem, next Final Fantasy 14 for at least one stream, and then hopefully I can finish all of the Resident Evil 7 DLC before the patch comes out in Final Fantasy 14, but we'll see. If not, you know, I've already said I'm gonna put it on hold, and I will. I just realized I don't even have my controller plugged up. Sorry, it's kind of in a rush to get set up tonight, and in the midst of trying to get set up in a rush, I had an update on this game, so it took me a little longer than I thought it was going to. But okay, I'll go ahead and get the music stopped here. We'll go ahead and get into the game, and I'll probably talk about this again periodically through the stream, more than likely somewhere in the middle and somewhere at the end as well, just for people either popping in or people that don't watch past the introduction. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and get this started. I need to check one quick thing. Okay. All good. All bueno. Oh wow, that was, I think, the quickest load into the game I've had yet since the Kisiwa patch has been out. Something happened yesterday a lot of people aren't happy about. And somewhat technically, it happened yesterday, this morning, however you want to look at it. They did a pretty big update in this game where people had been farming to get like a certain Tim Hoochik or Howchik. I think it's Hoochik, the way it's spelled. Or Hoochik. It's not that one, I'm sorry. But anyway, they updated it, and it doesn't affect me. I don't even use the Tim, but apparently there's some really aggressively mad people about it because they spent so many hours in the game farming over and over and breeding to get the perfect one with the perfect ability for competitive, and they kind of just nuked it today. So that could be why a lot of people aren't online right now as well. I know they were looking at the, like, it being way too OP into the competitive region and trying to, like, which is something I've noticed they try to do in this a lot. They try to mitigate things so they're not OP, which I wish they would do it with money. Oh my god, I really do wish they would do it with money in this game. I can't say they're overpowered, but they are definitely overpriced. Pretty much everything in this game. I complain about it a lot, actually. You don't make enough pansun or money in this game to even spend it. You have to recruit yourself into be a little pants on hoarder. But yeah, again, we're gonna be doing this for tonight, and then tomorrow, probably gonna finish this tonight and tomorrow do some Final Fantasy 14. We'll see. If not, you know, jump back in on this tomorrow and finish what I have to. We've pretty much done everything. We watched Max get thrown off the side of an island, or a ship. He got thrown off of something. It's questionable if the kid is still alive, which is kind of messed up. It's the first game I've ever played where I saw a kid get chunked off the side of something, and you didn't hear about if they just miraculously lived. Guess there's a first for everything. This was proof of it. Okay, I'm gonna look at the map first and see where to go from here. Literally right up the path there. Straight ahead, dead ahead. It's running pretty smooth tonight as well. Maybe they should do more controversial things more often. Kick everybody out of the game so other people can play and stream it without any lag. That is not a good strategy. Don't do that. Never listen to half the things I'm sarcastic about. It's not a good idea. What is it? Is this an airship landing? Ooh, it is. Yes. I'm so happy to see that you don't even know. Travel in this game, like, we have the, where is the option? Is it here? No. Customize? Yes. You have this customize thing here that has mount right there, which is going to be nice when we get that, but we don't have that yet in this game, so traveling is very slow. And no kidding, on the very slow part, like, it's so nice to see the airship places, but they're not all over the map. It's not like you're playing Pokemon. You can't just fly whenever you feel like it. It's you gotta trek a few miles to get there. Okay, let's go inside. Let's give it a little check ski. See what's up in here. I don't even know what I'm doing. It's a library? Alright. By the Penson, they have all the classics. Look at this. A first edition of the Complete Geographical Survey of the Airborne Archipelago by Zela Zonom. The Great... Oh, wait. I somehow skipped the first and went straight to Great. The First Great Atlas. And the... Indardia? Indardia? Indardia! I'm pretty sure that's what that is. The xylographies of... Yep. On this... Nentoshima Monogatari. What a delight. And Lady Properton's brief account of the Dream Wars. Utter bliss. That was actually kind of difficult. Who am I supposed to be talking to here? Bibliophile? What a name. I can't believe I finally found a copy of Romance of the Last Sheikh. Hey, that was the that was the movie we were in earlier in the game. I probably gotta talk to that dude behind the counter. What up? Please, just let me read. Oh, okay. No dialogue, okay. Oh, Professor Konstantinos! I don't know why I didn't expect him, but I haven't seen this guy since the beginning of the game. Tumbles, you've come a very long way, my dear pupil. Professor, what have you been up to? Have you heard about Max? Apologies, I must go. We should start here. Yes, I have. It's a terrible loss. I'm trying to muster the courage to go back to Zadar and tell their family. They were so similar to you in so many ways. As tragic things had to end this way. They really admired you, deep inside. I'm sure that with sufficient time and patience, you two would have come to a better understanding of each other and would have joined forces for the right cause. But things don't always go like we plan or wish. That too is a lesson of adulthood. Tumbles, a bitter lesson, but a true lesson nonetheless. Man, he's got a point. This game is, again, a strong example as not meant for kids. Would this teach some kid a lesson? In the worst of ways, yes. In the end, they still learned a lesson, I suppose. But again, maybe possibly in the worst of ways. What have you been up to? Oh, this and that. I consulted my peers at Arbory on the metamnetics. Or, yeah, that was right, actually. It seems nobody else is much interested in it except for that professor. Oh. But I think I have some breakthroughs. Metamatic Temtem, the best example of which is that dear old Tuai. Do react to places of power indeed. Locating those places is a field of study in its own. There is one here in Kisiwa, the place they call Ashia's Hearth. Its power seems to derive from the origins of humanity itself. Oh. I have just a book here about another such place, apparently the Old Sea Quindom back home in Denise. I can't remember where I put it. And one of my undergrads mentioned a shard brotherhood of Tukma and the artifacts they revere. Which sound a lot like Hyabovian relics. Hyabovian? Come on now. That's not even a clever name. I wish I was younger. And knew how to rock hop. Of course, I understand. You're a full tamer now, an adult to all effects and purposes, and burdened with unprecedented responsibility. Oh. I always knew you had great potential, but even so, you surprised me, Tumbles. One day, your talent will really be put to good use. Until then, take care, my favorite pupil. That laugh of his, Jesus, he just like... Okay, there's one more person, the bookkeeper over here. I really figured that'd be a better conversation than what just happened, but maybe not. Dr. Sazia. I wonder if they have any books about applied psychohistory. Oh, you're that Tumbles, is it? The sidekick of that denizen detective. Exactly. No, I'm Tumbles, tamer extraordinaire. And you are? Yeah, you know, let's not claim to either. Let's just find out who she is. I am Dr. Sazia. As you know, full well, or wouldn't, would not have come here to speak to me. They added an extra N at the end of would, but we'll ignore that. What do you want then? Your thoughts on the Congress. How is Sipanku? I'm investigating Hajimo. Ah, there we are. Tahini inquired about that too, but then she had to meet that detective of hers. Since you seem to be working with him, I suppose I can trust you. Well, story time then. I will try to keep it brief though, not like those long rants of Professor Victor. Every time he tells the story, I want to tear my hair out. Tell me the whole story. Just tell me about Hajimo. Damn, I want to click both because I would really like to get to the point, but also very curious. Hey, let's go with the whole story. Why not? So, this was a long, long time ago, before the digital Temtem, before Tim cards. Back then, you had to carry your Temtem with you in herds, or in cages, which sounds kind of messed up, but I digress. Oh. Back then, Tihani was fresh out of the dojo, but not much more experienced than you, and Konstantinos was a strapping young lad. And Dr. Hajimo was one of my most promising students. He was very much into Temtem too. So, I put him in charge of the digital project. I was more interested in the tech applications, you see. What tech applications? Who else was involved? Carry on. Dim cards, for instance. You can imagine how cumbersome it was to move Temtem around for them cards. Well, very... I'm not getting into that. You've been quite wealthy to be able to afford more than a handful of them. And don't even try bringing Fire Temtem aboard airships or traveling overland with Water Temtem. Or Tims. Like the Tassa Desert. You get the idea. And not just them cards. She's killed me with that them. Every piece of the digital tech we have today derives from the same project. TV, computers, that Tempedia of yours. Everything works on the same principle. Who else was involved? See, Honey was dealing with the new Tims themselves, taming and training them. Hajime was developing the digital using the research papers of Konstantinos. Until then, just a crazy theory. Yarini and Nala, the former dojo master of Kisiwa, were helping with the bio side of it. I lost track of most of them when I went into tech dev, but they were all top-notch. It was the first truly pan-archipelagan project, and it was glorious. The very creme la creme. Creme de la creme. Creme de la creme. Creme de la creme! That was it. Creme de la creme. I haven't heard that in so long I forgot how to say it. As Victor likes to put it, maybe he's a fan of Wu-Tang Clan. That's a horrible joke. He was one of the assistants, very chatty guy. He teaches Tim lore at Arbory these days. Carry on. Hajime didn't want to stop with digital Tims. He thought we had to keep perfecting them, and by perfecting he meant by making them into robots, mindless slaves. So of course the more taming-oriented team members objected, and those who came from dojo traditions concerned with the Tim welfare, but he was a pure technologist and did not care much for ethics. Konstantinos tried his best to bring about some sort of compromise, but he wasn't very good at mediating. I'm tired. He wasn't good at mediating, which makes more sense than meditating. To be honest, things turned pretty nasty. Anything about Damen Temtem? Professor Konstantinos failed? So what happened? There was something, a theoretical paper or something like that, imagine that. In the middle of that storm, he proposed dropping crystal Tims into pressure chambers. That didn't go down well. I'm not surprised that he has continued to pursue that idea. He was always relentless and remorseless. Would have been a great scientist, but ultimately, what he did was not science. Science is not neutral, and to pretend that disingenuous? We have to make a stand, and we must stand for ethics. We are science folk, not gods. We have a study of care towards Tim and human. So what happened? In the end, I had to intervene, but it was too late. The team was split. I had to expel. Okay, she made it past tense, but she expelled Hajime, and the project was cancelled. It was pretty much a success. Mind you, we had digital Temtem and the technologic revolution underway, but who knows what could have been. In any case, I tried to keep tabs on Hajime, but he totally vanished. He was bitter and felt betrayed, and I hope I would have intervened earlier on and saved him, if that makes sense. So where does this lead us? To the Anak incident you mentioned, to Clan Belisoto having abundant digital Temtem, to the invasion of Kisiwa, and to recent incidents in Sibanku. For some time now, digital Tim have been disappearing from our lab in Nato. I thought it was a lab assist. I thought it was a lab assist as our local tamers being a bit cheeky, a bit greedy. But now I see the pattern, and there are rumors about a fortified cloud going around, which I'd dismissed as folk tales from drunk villagers, but now, I don't think so. Temtem have been disappearing in Sibanku? Fortified cloud! Yes. And also, a lot of them seem to have escaped or been purposefully released in the wild. That has caused some problems with local Temtem. I thought it was an accident, but now I'm not sure of that. Sounds more like there's been a major Betelgeuse operation in Sibanku going on for a while, right under my nose. I see. And, what was that about? A fortified cloud? It is too similar to legend and fairy tales like the Nantoshima Morigari to be taken seriously. But it matches some testimonies we've heard at the Archipelagic Congress from Kisiwa resistance fighters, some sort of massive fortress they can move around. I need to go to Sibanku then. Where in Sibanku? Not so fast. Sibanku is a big place, trust me on this. We don't have the time for you to be trekking all over the place looking for Betelgeuse. The clan could be preparing a new attack as we speak. You need to narrow it down a bit more. Once we're there, I can help you as much as you need, but we'll need a precise location and an airship, of course. You're coming to Sibanku with me? How can we narrow it down? I'll speak to Carlos. Oh. Of course I am. I am the dojo master of Sibanku, in case you hadn't noticed. How can we narrow it down? Don't ask me. I'm a scientist. Aren't you the apprentice of that detective, what's his name, Carlos? It's more of his line of work than mine. I'll speak to Carlos. Attaboy! And don't forget, we need an airship. Sibanku is too far to Rock Hump. She said Rock Hump. All the way. Or whatever you call it. Oh, wow. Okay. And I'm guessing I'll talk to this person now. If I can straighten. Straight. There you go. Hello. Looking for anything particular? No, just looking. Yes. Do you have the last number of Andaria's quest? The Nocturnal Gamer. Hello, and how are you? Thanks for popping in over on Twitch. How was the weekend? That one's going like snow in spring. Let me check. Oh, you're in luck. You're getting the very last one. No idea when we're going to get more from Sibanku. And the waiting is agony, isn't it? Here you are. A comic book by the Pan Sun, the latest issue of the smash hit comic book and Dahlia's Quest. You can have it for free, but you can do me a little favor in exchange. Sure enough, on that comic book, I need someone to put an order in for another batch. You look like a resourceful tamer, the kind that can probably get to Sibanku before normal air traffic resumes. But I have to bring this to a friend of Denise. Okay, I'll do it. Oh my. It isn't even for you, and you came all the way to get it. You must be the best friend ever. But sure, no problem. You can do whatever you like with the comic book. It's yours if you do this little errand, and also, you probably already thought about this since you're obviously a fan, but just in case, if you go to Sibanku and place that order, you could also get that book signed. How's that? I'm sure my friend would love it. Yeah, I don't know. Sure they will. A true collector's piece then. Okay, well, we got that and another quest at the exact same time. What's up, Rez? How's it going in Euthanasia? Glad both of you could pop in over on YouTube. Hopefully you've both had a good weekend. Doing or not, still Luma hunting. Refuse to leave this desert till you get it. Have you found a Luma yet? That sounds like some dedication for sure. Not now, Tumbles. There's plenty I need to organize the reconstruction of Kisiwa. We just talked to Sazia? Sorry, I won't bother you. Okay, so we gotta go to like some little... I guess it's this Carlos over here? Tuesday, not now? Yeah, no. I'm still on Monday, not for me. Weekend was good, glad to hear it. How was yours? It was good. It went by very quickly. Blue Collar Gamer, hello. How's it going? You have yet to find a single Luma in this game. You played over 300 hours. Holy shit. I hope you find one soon just for the luck of things. Man, that is insane. That's a lot of time. 300 hours. I've not found one either, but I've very casually played the game. And I've seen a lot of tamers with them. I've heard that people have the best luck either at the side park or breeding, though. But if you're like me, the side park to me is a sham. Not everybody thinks that. A lot of people really dig it and jump in every week to get in on it, but it's just very expensive, in my opinion. You're okay? Glad to hear that. Spent over 3,000 hours grinding Dragon Quest VIII. Wow. What did you even do? Still wasn't close to clocking it? What could you possibly do for 3,000 hours? This is Carlos's family? Or this is like a hotel. Partner, how'd that go? We need an airship. We need to go to Sipanku. Sipanku. Yes, that makes sense. Where in Sipanku is the question. Actually, there's something I wanted to show you. I've been studying this diary you got me. Our old friend Lottie has encoded a secret message in the text, bringing Telobos to Yuba. Keep Operation Zoiban going to garrison it. Iwaba? Yes, it's a wild region on the edge of Sipanku, exactly where I would hide a giant flying fortress, if I had one, which should be that Telobos, the Kisiwan witnesses, speak of. We got it, Tumbles. We know where the Blesselthor are hiding. We can hit them before they can plan another attack. Quick, go to Musa and sell to Iwaba as soon as you can. Okay, to Musa then. Grinding metal slums. These bitches love to run. It sounds like a heck of a Tom. Only two specific Tims have increased odds in the side park every second week. So if you're after a specific Luma, it could take weeks. Oh man, that does make sense. Can you at least, like, is there a way to chain them? Like you can, gosh, I guess not. I was gonna say, I know, like, in Pokemon, you can, like, chain encounters, but all encounters in the wild areas are, like, straight up random encounters, like old school Pokemon games, so I guess there isn't much of a chain that you can do, is there? Was not a lot of games that were extreme addicting to on PS2, but that was one. I had a few I was really addicted to on PlayStation 2. A few of them you wouldn't even believe if you know the way I like the game, but I had a few. Like, I love Need for Speed Underground 2. I'm a junkie for racing games. I'm also a junkie for skateboard games. So on PS2, also had, there was 3 games I was mad crazy about. There were skateboarding games. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4, Underground, and Underground 2. Then, yeah, Need for Speed Underground 2. And then, you know, as far as RPGs, I loved, Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy 12. Gosh. Now that my brain's thinking about it. There was a lot of Mortal Kombat games around that time as well I was really into. Shadow of the Colossus. There's a lot of good games back then. What a time to be in Kisiwa. I'll tell my grandchildren I was there during the greatest battle of our time. Are they done with the celebrations yet? I need to catch some shut-eye. X-Men Legends. Oh, yeah. I only played X-Men Legends 2, I think. Was that the one with Apocalypse? Was it Apocalypse? I think it was. I think it was. I can't remember, but I think it was Apocalypse. The Dragon Ball games? Yeah, I'd like to play the Budokai games. You visited Arisola a month ago, and the place you were staying at was so similar. These hotel chains, eh? That's how they work. 2 had Apocalypse, I thought so. Yeah, I really like 2. I never played the first one, though. Tumbles, good to see you again, friend of Kisiwa. I know where the Belsalto are. Yes, that is excellent news. We need to bring the fight to their turf, instead of only wait and react. The problem is, the archipelagic Congress is practically stalemated. Tihani and I could not get them to agree on a big coordinated action. So, we have to rely on trusted individual agents until we can deploy bigger forces. You guessed it, that means you, Grant. What a surprise. Step forward. As president of the First Archipelago Congress, it is my privilege and honor to grant you, Tumbles of Denise, the status of Special Congressional Agent. This journey's brought me a long ways, all I'm saying. You will act as a specially appointed representative of the Congress, our right hand and vanguard in the fight against Clan Belsoto. I'm not worthy, President. I am honored, President. I am so very tired. If I'm being realistic, I would say this one. It is an honor indeed, but also a burden. I would hesitate to drop such a heavy load on the shoulders of one so young, but younger Kisiwans have fought well against the Belsoto, and you have proven yourself. We must fight. We shall go on to the end. We shall fight in Sipanku, as we fought in the plains and mountains of Kisiwa. We shall fight them on the beaches of Denise, on their flying fortresses, as high as the high above, and deep down as the down below, and we shall never surrender. Long live the resistance! Down with the Belsoto! Sin Kalazu. By decree of Congress, the good ship Narwhal is declared a congressional vessel from now on, with Audia Torre as our special agent too. We have full priority in refueling and launch slots. Any and all friends of liberty around the archipelago shall do their utmost to help the bearer of this insignia. Congressional insignia identifies you as a special agent of the First Archipelago Congress, one of very few entrusted with the unprecedented responsibility. I should get back to the dojo now. Go on, Tumbles. Jesus, he just got out of here like a Belsoto. Seriously, where do they get all these smoke bombs? I guess Audia Torre is the last person we talk to. After I go down here and check and see if there's some... I noticed that there was like a little closed place here. I haven't changed the look of my character basically since I've started playing this game. And I want to give it a check ski. A little look ski, if you will. There's got to be something in this place. You have crystal skates, some variety at last, so many uniforms. What's the point in everyone looking exactly the same? Yes, just a moment. You know, it's funny, I've become suddenly very popular, particularly amongst denizen visitors. Why is that, I wonder? Long story. We have a lot of crystal fillets in Denise. I don't know. Funny, they don't sell crystal skates there then? What a business opportunity. Okay, so here you are. My feet don't fit in there. Those are roller skates. They're magenta. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. They're the last pair. I'm so sorry. Oh, well. What the down below? Well, I'm sure one of these months we'll get more. I knew it was too good to be true. So, the person wasn't kidding. Duh? Why is duh so expensive? This goes without saying with what I was saying earlier about everything in this game being very expensive. You know, I'm good. I'll look all plain still. Do you want an Esper? Wonder if you'll be able to actually complete the Kisiwa storyline? Kisiwa even? Why do you say that? Bought your girlfriend a strap backpack and a bikini top. That's cool. An Esper. Is Esper good? I'm guessing you've been breeding Esper? I mean, I could probably get one as far as, like, Pokédex things go. I've never used one before, so I don't know the usefulness of an Esper, or its abilities, actually. Tumbles. Or should I say Special Agent Tumbles? You totally should. Operation Tusk was a success. Catch you later. Of course it was. It was my idea. Sure you will. The narwhal has become your private yacht, it seems. Congressional Agent Tumbles. No less, the narwhal is at your service. Shall we sail? We have a mission in Tsipanku. We must go back to... No, right now, thanks. Ah, yes, the captain just told me. We're a Congress vessel now. How exciting. We're refueling and getting ready for the trip. By the way, some guys brought a note for you just a minute ago. Where did I put it? Ah, here. Thanks for playing the updated Temtem. We hope you enjoyed your adventures in Kisiwa. Your war against Clan Belsalty will continue in Tsipanku with the next update. Until then, stay safe, be safe, and Temtem up the Krima team. I knew this was gonna happen. Is it good news, Tumbles? We're gonna take some time off in Kisiwa. Oh, I can sure use some holidays. I didn't really think that was gonna be a whole lot. I'm not gonna get off here just yet. But yeah, that was the end of the Kisiwa story. That's the point of the stream tonight. Tomorrow we'll be back on Final Fantasy XIV. If you've been curious, and the day after that I'll be jumping in on Resident Evil 7 DLC. But I've enjoyed Kisiwa. It was fun. It was a big update, and I was really glad to see that. Added a lot of stuff. Really big island. I was really happy to see that. The story played out pretty good. Really unexpected a turn of events happened all throughout the thing. Not really changing my opinion on the score that I gave it last time as far as a review goes. Still feel about the same about the game. Would really like to just replay the whole thing when it actually gets released. When it happens. But it's still fun. And again, I'm going to keep playing. There's a few areas in the game I noticed where I could rock climb and whatnot. Or wall climb or whatever the heck it's called. So I'm going to check out a few places in the game, explore a little bit, get on some chat. I didn't stream for the last 3 days, so I'm not going to rush off of here. But I did figure we'd really get pretty close. Refuse to leave the desert until you get your Fluffy. And you haven't beat the story yet, so you can't beat the story until you get the Luma. Oh man, I really hope you have some good luck. At least you have all the time in the world. We're probably not going to get a next patch until fall. Yes, we're good. A perfect Avi Ditto. Nice. Hacked it back in the Diamond and Pearl days. I mean, if you want to trade me one tonight, I'll be on Pokemon for a little bit after the stream. And however, before I start to get in just like a big, huge exploration grind, give me just a moment. I'm going to take the first restroom break of the night, and I'll be right back. Oh, I saw your post there, Nocturnal. I guess I just didn't give it the proper, gosh, now the word straight up eluded my brain. I just didn't really know what else to say. I don't actually do the free Temtem stuff. I know it's the way they fixed it in the game, so you can continuously make more Pansun. I'm just the type where I wish instead of doing something like that, I wish they'd have just did something Pokemon did way back in the day, which I know they're trying to like branch off and not completely copy Pokemon, which is totally respectable and understandable. But I wish they had an ability to go back and re-fight old tamers. You know, maybe their Temtem have leveled up since the last time, you know? I just feel like that'd be a really great addition. Re-battling old tamers. Catching Temtem and releasing him, you still get experience and you make Pansuns actively, but I don't know. And I want less of a grind when I'm playing an MMO and more of a fulfillment, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I've really spoiled myself in all the years of playing World of Warcraft and playing Final Fantasy, and also playing Pokemon, because they have a system that just works, and I like the system of this game. But the side part to me is too expensive for somebody that just like casually likes to play the game and play for the story and for what the game actually is. Later on down the road, I feel like they'll probably have something, but in this little early access, there's not a lot of grinding aspects to me that I'm just really into. The side parts, okay, you know, if you want to go Luma hunting, like you said, every other week for when the hottened Luma, like you also said though, they're very specific, so chances the one you're looking for are kind of slim. And I mean, it's something. You know, a lot of people just really get into collecting all Luma. But, Yeah, I know. I have faith that we'll have something else better in the future as well. Which I'm looking forward to that. Again, I'm hoping that we have something similar to just like rematches in Pokemon. Or maybe, like, they could add like small raids to the game. Where like you just go to like a long, typical like MMORPG style, like, instance type thing, and you just, you know, go through like some cinematics, maybe something short, hopefully, maybe get some Pansun and experience at the end. I would really like that. But for what it is right now, I mean, I guess it's okay, especially if you like to actively play this game. I know there's people that have played this game specifically only this game since it was released, and to them, you know, that's probably something that's great. You know, they jam out on the free Temtem, then jam out on the side park. Understand. You wish Pokemon had that now? Or a dungeon system? We do have the raid system, so we have that at least. But I understand. Also, with the expansion in Pokemon now, making money is so easy. You just ride around on your bicycle and look for little sparkles on the ground, and you either got a star piece, a tiny mushroom, a big mushroom, sometimes a pearl if you're on the beach, and the occasional nugget. So, Pokemon has a different system they're working on right now, and, you know, you can just do raids, which reward you with the candies for experience. I do wish that they did actually have that as well, I'm not gonna lie. Just, you know, call up old, what was his name, Youngster Joey, back in, like, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, Gold and Silver and Crystal. Oh, Youngster Joey, I'll never forget him. But, did he give you a water stone back in the day? Was it a water stone or a fire stone? I know he'd give you a stone randomly if you called him up one day. He liked to do rematches, but he awarded you with some autumn. And it was one of the evolution stones, but I can't remember if it was sun or water. If too many games have the same thing, what is the point, though? Loses uniqueness? I agree and disagree. I mean, what they have right now is very unique. So I wouldn't give them props on going unique. It's a placeholder, if anything. And all those games, they're definitely all different in their own. World of Warcraft is not Final Fantasy XIV, and Pokemon is neither World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy XIV. And Final Fantasy XIV is nowhere near theirs. They are all unique, but they have a system that works, and an MMORPG is an MMORPG. It was one of the biggest conflicting things when this game first came out, when it was being called an MMORPG, because it didn't have chat, it didn't have raids, it didn't have a lot of things that consisted of MMORPG. It just had literally people running around on a map all together all at once, and that's not an MMORPG. That is just an RPG with slot on agenda. It's not an MMORPG. It's one thing I could agree with trolls about when the game was first released. I'm not shit talking it, so don't think that. I literally played this game up until this point, all throughout the update. I like the game. But they have to work on a system that is still, if they want to call it an MMORPG, they gotta get a slight bit more MMORPG, and they already have, you know? Like, they've got chat now, which is behind me, you can't really see it. They've got competitive battling now, which is not as big as they would want, I would assume, but it's not, you know, full swing right now either. I mean, they've added a lot more, which is really nice, but not really. And you could say the same thing, like, with Pokemon right now. And Pokemon's not an MMORPG. I know that, by definition, it's massive multiplayer online. But if you're not doing anything, as far as doing anything with people online, it doesn't mean that. It's like saying a MOBA is an MMORPG, and it's literally people playing online in a whole same place, but it's two different agendas. It's not an MMORPG. It's an MMORPG in pre-stages that will be one day, but it's not an MMORPG. There's a big underlying difference. And I full-on agree with that, you know? Like, I can't call this a full-on MMORPG. It's like I would never call Pokemon an MMORPG. I may be able to trade, raid, and do stuff with that, but it's not an MMORPG. It's an RPG with online aesthetics, which is a big difference between a full MMORPG. I mean, I've been playing MMOs since 2004. And also, this game isn't meant for kids either, if that's what you meant about the kid thing. This game is not meant, this game cusses. We literally saw in the last stream a kid get thrown off the side of a fucking island. I mean, I get outside looking in. It looks like an MMORPG, sounds like an MMORPG. It's an MMORPG in pre-stages, because it's still early access. I still call it beta. But I still can't call it an MMORPG. There's nothing that points to me as a full-on MMORPG in this. This game has text talking about taking a gun and killing people. Temtem is dark. Yeah, I mean, this game is not meant for kids. This game's just in early stages of being an MMORPG, but it's just, again, it's not there yet. It's just like a game with online features, just like Pokemon right now. And definitely not meant for kids. I know it's cartoon, and it's like Monster Hunter-esque, but this game, like the Nocturnal Gamer said, they've had text about taking a gun and killing people. We literally saw a kid get chunked off the side of an island last stream. They cuss. They're very PC as well, like politically correct in every sense, which is not ever gonna clear for a young child's mind, not until like ages 13 up. I don't call Fortnite a kid's game. Fortnite is a creepy-ass game for predators. Like, if you really want to get on online predators in chat, my brother legitimately will not let his son play on PlayStation 4 because of, like, weird online predators in chat. He's straight up, like, I don't know what my brother... I think he threw his PlayStation 4 away, which I know he could have taken away chat options. There's that, but... I think it was just, like, the whole temptation or maybe the kid asking again. Brother straight up got rid of his PlayStation 4, which I wouldn't have done, but I'm not my brother. But he did it and, like, straight up got his kid, like, his son and his daughter a Nintendo Switch. Fortnite is, honestly, a really, really dark, toxic game. It's... game's based on killing people. That's true, but also, I mean, you got all these parents out there that let their kids play Call of Duty, so... I wouldn't call Fortnite a kid's game, though. I definitely wouldn't. People underestimate kids a lot? Definitely. But any, like, MOBA style game, and I don't call Fortnite an MMO either. It's straight just a battle royale game, online battle royale. OBR, or BR as some say. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, same sense though. I can't say much. I didn't play Grand Theft Auto 5 as a kid, obviously, because it wasn't out. But I played the shit out of Grand Theft Auto as a kid. Like, I think my first Grand Theft Auto was Grand Theft Auto 1, but I hated it because that overhead view that you have on PlayStation 1 is garbage. Same with 2. I didn't like it either. That Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2 may have had a good story. I don't know. People seem to have enjoyed it. I could not get over that overhead view and your little tiny character and driving a little tiny car, and it was god-awful to me. And then I played Vice City on PlayStation 2, and I loved it. Obviously, I was a kid that could just get in a car and go pick up hookers and drive a tank, put in cheat codes and make the tank fly, get 5 stars, and destroy a city. And then I played Grand Theft Auto 3. I didn't like it as much. And then I played San Andreas, which is Gang Wars game. And then I played Grand Theft Auto 4 on PlayStation 3. That was at the end of middle school for me. So, I can't say much as far as parents and, like, Grand Theft Auto games. A lot of it doesn't click in a kid's head, but I totally agree. It's not a kid's game and kids shouldn't play it. But kids, damn it, they do all the time. That is a crazy aspect to think of now that I'm older. Couldn't play Bird's Eye Auto. Been playing, never been shielded from playing or watching anything unless he was like something sexual, obviously. Gosh, I wish I could say that too, but I played God of War, and God of War 2 and the first one both have sex scenes at the very beginning of them. my parents were just like, my dad didn't care, and my mom was like naive. I hate to say it, but she was when it came to video games. They just liked video games and kids, yeah, whatever. I played a shit ton. That was another PS2 classic I forgot to mention was God of War back in the day. Grand Theft Auto content, but I didn't really play much of the story in the games back then. It was mostly me just doing shenanigans. Depends on the kid, yeah. Electronic babysitter? To an extent, like, my mom, I had this thing. My mom would, like, she wouldn't watch me play video games because she would get bored, honestly. And I would only get, like, 2 hours a day if I was at my mom's place. I didn't grow up with my mom. A lot of you already know that. Like, I didn't grow up with my parents. I grew up with my grandparents. And as a kid, I grew up in the South in the U.S. If you don't know what that means I literally had to work in the garden every day. My grandparents are old school. They had a wood heater, so I had to bust wood every midsummer and beginning of fall. We had to bust wood, stack it up, get ready for winter. During the summer was always like tending to crops. Late summer, we'd actually can and freeze crops. And I actually had to help during all this stuff. I didn't have that much game time as a kid. I had it at night and in the mornings on a weekend. If I'd opted out my Saturday morning cartoons, which a lot of people don't think that was still a thing. It definitely was still a thing. I could only watch certain cartoons on those Saturdays growing up. So it may, like, I'm a big gamer, and I can say, you know, I've been playing MMOs. Like, I started playing World of Warcraft in 2004. I played RPGs my whole life, mostly because of the availability on, like, Game Boy. And I could play my Game Boy on the go in the car and stuff like that, but I didn't really get the game as much as a lot of people. Even when I talk about it in nostalgia and, you know, old past tense, I didn't really get a lot of game time growing up with my grandparents. And even at my mom's, my stepdad had this 2-hour rule where I had 2 dedicated hours during the summer. Damn, I'm thinking about Final Fantasy XIV. During the summer, I had 2 dedicated hours. I could play video games from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. because it was the hottest part of the day during the summer. And other than that, I literally had to figure out something to do outside. They bought me a bach. I had to work in their garden as well. Also, my grandparents had chickens that I had to feed often. That's how the only way I could get an allowance as a kid was doing, like, feeding chickens or rabbits. And we had ducks. We've had goats. You know, I could go on about the different type of birds that my grandpa would try to acquire, and I'd have to feed those. Also tending to, like, random crops throughout the year. Not every crop survives the winter season, so my grandfather would have to move them from the yard to, like, this building with, like, this heat lamp. It wasn't a greenhouse. He has one now, but we couldn't afford one back then. And it was just like this dedicated building with, like, a heat lamp inside. And so, yeah, I didn't really get to play as much games as you might even think I did when I was a kid. I played games, I did. I played them pretty often when I could. And every time I got the free chance to be able to do it, I would go ham and go hard as I could just to get through a chapter or to a next save spot. Or, you know how it was back in the day. We couldn't just save anytime we wanted to or log out of a game and it auto-saved. You had to find save points. And that was like a big thing when I was a kid. And also, my family didn't buy me games to do all those chores that I mentioned. That was the way I got my allowance, and I had to actually save that up because I didn't get that much as a kid. I had to save it up just to be able to afford video games because my family actually hated them. Like, a lot of people would call them electronic babysitters, but I was heavily monitored on that stuff. They wouldn't watch me play the games, so I skimmed under the radar with a lot of crazy shit. But they didn't know what I was playing because they'd get bored watching, and all they looked at was the time. They'd give me like 2 hours a day, sometimes 2 extra hours at night, depending on me and my brother, if we fought or if we didn't fight, or our chores, you know. Same chores yourself, living in a small town? Yeah. You told your dad once you was friends with a 40-year-old woman? On WoE? Oh, in World of Warcraft. And he was concerned about playing Fortnite with an 8-year-old. I don't disbelieve it. "22 years. Your junior buddy got more of a brain than a lot of your adults." That can be true as well, Rez, in euthanasia. 10 years younger. I can understand that a little bit. I don't really talk to too many younger people, to be honest with you. It's mostly older people, people around my age, and if they are younger than me, it's kind of like around Minato's younger, like just like about like 5 years or so. I can't talk to a teenager. I hate to call myself and sound old, but teenagers, like, in person, you know, through a stream it's different because it's just words, and, you know, you can state an opinion, give your opinion, and create a nice conversation about it. In person, though, they're so, I don't know, their mind just works differently. I sound like an old person saying this, you know, and I'm not even 27 years old yet. But yeah, I don't know. I can't talk to some kids, like, little kids, like my girlfriend's kids, and like my brother's kids, and like my niece, well, which would be my brother's kid, you know, cousins. But I don't know, I'm kind of a big kid myself though, so it makes it a little bit easier. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the euthanasia as long as intentions are pure, but like, I legitimately have like a, I don't know what it is. I guess it's the way things are nowadays. Like, I grew up very old school. Like, here in the US, the way I grew up was like how kids grew up like 20 years ago. I guess you shouldn't say that, because 20 years ago I was a kid and I was 7. So I guess like 40 years ago, which makes more sense. But I can tell you, like, right now, out of every person I grew up with, I'm the only one who had to bust wood for fire, for heat during the winter, and the only one that had to work in the garden as a kid as well. I don't know anybody else my age that really had to do that. Yeah, that's actually a good thing, and also slightly heroic. I don't think people should be able to go as far as do creepy ass shit on the internet. I feel like it should be monitored a little bit more, but then you have all these like legal things that they can't actually do. But yeah, I don't know. There are some fucking creeps out there for real. Sometimes you need that in-game dad, you know? Little protector over the peers that don't even know that they needed one, for real. Okay, so we're gonna look around now. Kind of turn the rants down a little bit. I really wanted to check out some of these older areas. I noticed that there was a few places that had the rock climbing ability, and I feel like most of them aren't gonna lead to anywhere. They're probably just shortcuts. But I really wanted to give them just a little look-ski before I just didn't, I guess. I don't really know if I don't think there was anything back there. Yeah, you can't legally do it. I mean, yeah, through data collection, but most of it is just completely ignored. Most of those people care so much about, like, the money they've made or money they might lose if people find out that it's not getting monitored the way it probably should. They just legitimately just, like, write it off, digress. Do you have it? Here it is. Oh, man, this is the one that wanted the comic, but they wanted us to get it signed. I'm on it. Yeah, okay, so we're not gonna deliver the comic yet. We gotta get it signed first. No, it said, like, that is the quest. To give it now. I figured right now would be the best time we can just go ahead and do some side quests. Let's go ahead and give it to her. We could get it signed. I'm just starting to think that's not an option. It doesn't even look like an optional option there. Amazing. Oh, I can't believe it. The latest issue. This is so crazy. Mind if I keep it? I've been asked to go to Sipanku. Oh? I could get it signed for you. Wow, you can do that? That would be the bomb. No promises. Sure, I'm going to Sipanku anyway. You're a true hero. In Dairy fandom. This will be a stellar addition to my collection. It's nothing compared to your generosity, but take this thingy, please. It will serve you well. Double screen. Damage taken from dual type Temtem is reduced by 10%. That is awesome. You couldn't play games your parents thought were evil, though? Which is why you never got to play Resident Evil. Oh, man. My first game, I didn't get to play the first Resident Evil, because I actually didn't know about it. A lot of us here could relate here in this. Like, I didn't actually get to see... Like, I didn't have cable growing up. I did in the living room, but not in my bedroom. It wasn't a thing. I mean, it was, but it was more expensive to have multiple units of that, unless you did it illegally. But, yeah, I actually didn't have cable growing up in my bedroom, so I didn't get to watch a lot of TV. It was just why I watched a lot of Saturday cartoons and TV shows like that. So, I didn't get to hear about a lot of games until I went to my mom's or my dad's, where I would watch something called G4 TV, which isn't really a thing anymore. I guess it kinda is, but not really. Mostly, last time I saw G4 TV, it played like 6 hours of Cops. It was about video games, where IGN originally was, and like Attack of the Show. That's where you hold, like, you got like the whole hub of all electronic goodness. Not to mention they had a dedicated 2 hours where they just show you nothing but video game trailers for upcoming games. Like, the whole, like, 10-minute things that you see on YouTube now used to be on G4 TV. Like, the first 10 minutes of this game, or, you know, something like that. And, I used to watch that, and that's where I'd basically get my video game information from. Also had a subscription to, GamePro magazine. My stepdad actually did, and he used to just give me the magazines. And, but that was like the only way I could hear about video games. And then I subscribed to Electronic Monthly for a little bit as well. But that was like the only way I got to hear about games, once a month or on the weekends at my mom's or my dad's. And I didn't get to hear about anything. And Resident Evil was one that went right under the radar. I didn't play Resident Evil until on GameCube, actually. And I played Resident Evil 0. It was my first Resident Evil game. And then a little bit later on, somebody had given me and my brother Resident Evil 2, a copy of it, but I couldn't get past anything. I was so young, and the graphics and everything and the controls were so clunky back then. It was impossible to play for me. I mean, I know a lot of you out there probably beat it and whatnot, but I wasn't one of those. I was really into RPGs, and it just wasn't my thing. There was a game called Parasite Eve I did play, though. I still hope we get a remake of that pretty soon. They just redid the licensing agreement for that game like last year, so I'm still hoping on a remake for that. Till next time, Euthanasia, thank you so much for watching. Used to get those game magazines? Yeah, I used to love them as well. I used to love it even more when they came with, like, the demo disc. Oh, man, that was my shit back in the day. Getting a demo disc, getting a trial, all those things. It was before there was beta. We didn't have beta back then. I know they do demos now, but demos were just different back then. Sitting out a demo disc, and that was the beta, you know? They didn't, like, reviews were not the same either. It wasn't just like live comments. People would just jump in and just tell you if the game's complete shit or if the game's just like the best thing ever. You know, you had a demo and you were just like, you either loved it, you hated it, you beat it, or you got stuck during the demo and you just waited for the real game to come out. But yeah, I loved GamePro as well. It was awesome back in the day. Game magazines now are just like, gosh, there's like, I see like another quest, like side quests way down south I can do, and it's gonna take a while to get there. Which is, well, I wish we had some sort of mobility in this game right now, but yeah, I mean, I feel so old talking about stuff sometimes. I know I'm not that old. But man, just I know it's a part of it's the way I word things, but I don't know how else to think about it or word it. You want this started your gaming loft? I can get that. I can get right behind that as well. I remember my first demo ever. I'll never forget. It was a Final Fantasy game, and it was the demo to Final Fantasy VIII. You could literally play through the whole first part of Final Fantasy VIII. Where you went to, if you've never played Final Fantasy VIII, it's kind of spoilery, but not really. I mean, most people have at least played the first disc. But it was the first part of the first disc. It was the first demo I ever played, ever. You literally saw the opening cutscene of the game. You made it to the point where you went through like the skull at the garden and everything. And then you literally went on your first mission, or you have to fight your first major boss of the game. You could also go to the fire cave or dungeon or whatever it's called, where you fight Ifrit. You also get Shiva and Quetzalcoatl, and I mean, it was nice. There was so much. It was nearly like an hour and a half to like 2 hours of the game that you just got like right there. It was the first demo I really ever played and completed. It's not the only demo I ever played, mind you, though. I did play quite a few others. There was like, I remember playing Oddworld when it was a demo. If any of you ever played that, it was just like a platformer game back in the day. I played, gosh, what was another good demo? I remember Xenogears. Oh gosh, that was one. I'm still want to buy that game so bad. It, like, even as an adult now, I've never got to beat it. So I've been fighting demons as an adult. Let me check something real quick. I think I need to adjust my camera. Yeah, a little bit. But yeah, as an adult, I've wanted so badly to play and beat Xenogears, because as a kid, it was over my head. I didn't get it. I couldn't even beat the first boss. I had to always get my brother to do it. You played that? Played it non-stop, but never got the game, or got into Final Fantasy until later for some reason. Oh yeah, it was, like I said, it was the first demo I ever actually played. I also randomly had a demo for like Crash Bandicoot. I remember that as well. It wasn't long until we actually got Crash Bandicoot though. Like the whole family just seemed to love the game. It's crazy to think how far we've gone from those days, though. You know, being younger, playing demos. I mean, like I said, I know we have demos now. Here's one of those spots I was talking about. Super shortcut. But it just wasn't the same. It still isn't the same, to be honest with you. I've literally got to travel back to the beginning of the game to do this. Oh man, I hope it's worth it, whatever it is. Holy jeez. This is a long way. Go by water, it'll make it a little bit faster. Well, let's say that. There's going to be a bunch of random battles. you had Crash but didn't like it. The thing that I think that my family liked about it mostly was when you grew up with your brother. You have your brother, so you probably get it in a sense, even if you didn't like Crash, you still get it in a sense on where I'm going with this. Like, when you have one gaming console, like we had Game Boys. Like, let's say about this time, I would say we were still rocking our Game Boy colors, playing Pokemon Red and Blue and Yellow and Gold and Silver, even before probably Crystal came out. So this was like me and my brother playing games, you know. And when you have a sibling, they always want to play a game too. And back then, we did have a lot of multiplayer games, and if we did, they were kind of boring, honestly. Nintendo was rocking mostly the multiplayer world back then. They had, like, 007 GoldenEye, they had, like, Pokemon Stadium, they had, like, so many good multiplayer games, which we did have a Nintendo 64 as well. But they had all the multiplayer games, like Mario Party, Mario Kart. Shit ton of Mario games. I'll just say that, like 007 GoldenEye, you know, a bunch of other stuff. But when it came to like the PlayStation 2, they had multiplayer games, but not even quite as many. And you know, when you're growing up with a sibling, you always want to play the game too. So Spyro and Crash was like the mitigation between me and my brother, from Spyro 1 through 3 to Crash Bandicoot 1 through 3. It was always like if you die past the controller, and it just, you know, just made it that much more fair. And I think that it was like, you know, that really reconciled on us with those type of games when we played them so much. Like, you know, we've always played Nintendo games. Like me and my brother, we've had the Nintendo. We actually didn't have a Super Nintendo. That was something I ended up getting as an adult. We play at like cousin's house and stuff like that. But as far as gaming goes, we had a regular, you know, Nintendo Entertainment System, or NES. We had a Sega Genesis, which had a couple multiplayer games, mostly like Sonic and, gosh, that's really the only one I can think of. No, we had this other one. It was like a random RPG game, but it was like a tactic RPG game. I can't remember what it was. But then, you know, we had the 64 as well, and the 64 is where we did most of our multiplayer gaming. We had, like, so many things that we could do. But when it came to like the PlayStation 1, the mitigation of passing the controller when you died became a big thing. Gosh, when I talk about 007 GoldenEye, it reminds me of the split screen days when you tell like your sibling, it's like, you're screen watching, stop, you're cheating. Everybody has to have a small nostalgic moment of those days. The screen watching. Gosh. 64 was a beast. It still is, and I totally agree. That is the only system I know at the time that actually had a PC game they were running. And it was completely underrated. Like, another Blizzard game that came out back then was a game called StarCraft. And it was a PC game, but only one other console, and it was the Nintendo 64, actually had a port to console. And StarCraft, I actually liked it better on 64 than it did on PC, believe it or not. I saw a commercial for Banjo and Kazooie and immediately bugged your dad until he bought it for me. You had to have that game. Donkey Kong was another good game back then. But I feel ya. So, have you found Aura? She said yes. Congrats. You have a mentor. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you so much, Tumbles. Again, it's incredible. I'm going to learn art from Aura. It's crazy. Hurry up to Kisiwa. She's waiting for you in Kisiwa. Yes. Let me get my brushes, my pencils, a notebook, another notebook, and where's that suitcase? Jesus, she just dipped out of here. Thank you for the 1,000 pence, son. Please let me know as soon as you hear from the professor or the university. Good news, Constantino said yes. Oh, I can't believe it. I'm going to Arbery, Mom. I'm going to Arbery to study Temtology, or Temtemology, with with the best. It's like a dream. You would be a great Temtemologist girl. One day, you'll be bigger than him. Thank you. Thank you so much, Tumbles. You're incredible. I don't even know if I want to cry, or laugh, or yell. Ah! I have to prepare. Pack my books, fund an airship, get a... Wow, I'm hyperventilating. I have no money. Tumbles, but since you're a tamer, you can probably use this. It's too heavy to carry in a suitcase anyway. You just changed my life. I can't even begin to understand it. So I can't explain it, but thank you. Thank you! An iron coating. Damage done with earth techniques is increased by 10%. That's cool. Wonder how their mom feels. Hello again. Well, let's just skip through this. She has no new dialogue. No new dialogue whatsoever. Her kids are gone, and she's just okay with it. So one of them is in Kisiwa, I have to see. One of them we already saw in the airship. And I guess the other one's just studying, and that's just the end of it. That is such a long way back. You still have your 64? Could plug it up now. You need to play it like brand new. Oh yeah, I also still have a Nintendo 64. I don't have the original. The original Nintendo and 64. I can't remember why, but my brother sold both of them. I do have a Nintendo 64, and I don't actually have a Nintendo Entertainment System. I have this thing called a Retron, and it actually plays Super Nintendo, Nintendo, and Sega Genesis games, which is an amazing console. I love having it. But yeah, honestly, the Nintendo 64 that I got, the job I started working at like 7 years ago. This dude legitimately knew I just loved playing retro video games, and you know, all video games in general, but a lot of retros as well. He literally came in one day, was like, you know, I know you like play a little bit of them older games. I bought these boys a Nintendo 64, his sons, you know, like, gosh, I think he said like, I can't remember how many years ago. And then it was just like, you know, if you want it, I'll bring it to you. It's like, are you serious? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, I'll buy it if you want. And he was just like, nah, they don't play it anyway. And at least somebody will be playing it and get my money's worth out of it. And I was like, are you serious? And I've still got that Nintendo 64 to this day, and it still runs like a champ. It's one of those things, you know, they say don't talk to strangers, and I agree with it, but sometimes it does pay off. Whoa, is there an item? There is. Okay, Tuvan, I'm glad you're happy. Base jump. It's not the jump that hurts, it's the landing. Oh, so it's like bounce or something like that. Okay, I hate to do it. I am gonna actually take probably the last restroom break at the night. I'm probably not gonna be on here too much longer, honestly. There's not really a whole lot else I can do. I'm going to keep streaming though, so I'm going to complete a few of these side quests and see where we go from there. I'm going to try to at least get 2 more of these out of the way. Get a few more rants and talks and nostalgia talk probably. I am going to take this restroom break though, I'll make it super quick, and I'll be right back.
Ugh, man. Ugh, my allergies are like randomly starting to be bothersome. Okay, let me make sure everything's looking good over here. Yep, good deal. Sorry about that. So Rez, you wanna get on some raids tonight? Have you heard from Minato? Would love it if he could join us as well. I've really enjoyed doing all these raids in Pokemon Sword and Shield, and well, you've got Shield, I've got Sword, you know the works. But yeah, I've had a lot of fun doing it. There's an area down there where you can do like club stuff. I'm not even gonna bother right now. I'm like the only person I know that really actually actively plays this game, so seems a bit much to make a club for myself. Sure, you need the candies. Yeah, that's kind of like the direction I'm taking a lot of it. I was actually talking to my girlfriend about that tonight, about like how it's been nice getting like a lot of the candies and stuff like that. Though in saying that, I will admit, I have not quite got any of my thought I had to come here to, oh god, don't tell me you gotta go all the way back. I wonder how you even get to the water region. I wonder if you, there has to be something down there. There's like a whole water region. And I'm guessing to visit that kid we just helped out, we gotta go to like the earlier stages of Kisiwa where we rock hop there, which I can do here in a bit. But yeah, I actually still don't have a Pokemon to level 100 yet. I always stop. Like, I don't know why, but I stop before I get that far. I wonder if there's any random battles down here. Oh man. I skipped this first part, but I don't know if everything will go back to normal after this. If it can go back, or if I want it to carry on as usual, but I sure can use a break. We must carry on. Ha, okay, but not today, hotshot. I'm taking the day off. Swim, sunbathe, maybe a bit of surf. You gotta pace yourself, you beast. I have no idea what he said the first time around. We can start it over, but it's okay. What the heck is out here? Hello, visitor. Do you like some fresh fruit candy? Fresh fruit candy. Yes. What about it? It's fresh fruit candy. It's either fresh fruit or candy, so you're basically selling candy? Do you have fresh fruit? Well, yes, but it's fresh fruit candy. Fruit is actually better as candy. Don't let that Mokipuni Fruit Co-op tell you otherwise. It's more portable and handier, and tastes just as good. And it's not worse or different, just better. Fresh fruit is healthier. If you say so. You're entitled, eh? Oh, tilted. I do, it's true. Fresh fruit is so much more. It's too much to handle for many people. Like, for example, like Arborant. Candy is the future. So you gonna buy it, or what? Show me your wares. Can I see your stuff? That'd be good. Smoke bomb. These aren't candy. This is just stuff. Oh, this is like the sell option. I don't want to sell my stuff. Although it looked, I do have things I could actually sell for a good price. Ross, but I haven't done it. This is not a good price. It's 20 pan, son. Here's the wares. Okay, pineapple candy. Oh, okay, so it's like, it's things that help their stats build up. That makes sense. This is like, I mean, Pokemon has all this stuff. Don't really need any of it right now. It's kind of cheap, though. It's pretty cool. It's up around 70. Kind of don't want to get to 100. That's kind of how I've been here lately. It's not that I don't want it a 100. Bluntly put, there's not much of a point to it. There is and there isn't. I know somebody out there would have an opinion saying otherwise. I hear them now in the background of my brain. But literally the game plateaus as you say, you know, around 70. I mean, it kind of just plateaus there. After that, there's not the biggest point in getting past that. I mean, you can for like self-indulgence. But, like, let's say you go to the battle tower, which I haven't been in this game, actually, which I could be totally wrong, and I might have to eat my own words for saying it, but usually older battle towers, I will start with that, would be basically the plateau moment, you know? They didn't really go too much farther than, like, the mid-70s, you know? You never really went as far as to have to fight, like, a level 100 whatnot. I think the hardest trainer they've ever actually put into the games, again, eating words, was like Red back in the day, as far as level goes. You know, you fought him now, and it's really not tough. He's really not difficult. Back then, though, it was way different. Finally, I can take off that friggin' uniform. A go for a swim. Phew. You're a waitress. You work in the Temporium. You were in the Resistance. Of course I was. I was, and I am. Upanazi Garrison Bro. 2 attacks a day for a week until they blasted that friggin' bridge. I told them to do it the first day, but old about Drew wouldn't listen. Anyway, buddy, I want to get my mind off the blasted war for a day or two. We've earned that right. Moyo Lake. Okay, so this is like a whole place I haven't been to yet, which is kind of cool. Oh wow, it's like a whole region out here of stuff. I'm guessing this is the tunnel that we couldn't go through at the beginning of, like, do you want to Temtem up, bro? Oh, good to see you, comrade again. Fare thee well, friend of Kisiwa, my kin. You're a good one. Thanks. Oh, these little openings are up now as well. Nice. Just like a water. I'm guessing this is like an area where people are going to like farm some Temtem hunts. What the fuck is a Droply? Am I catching it? Yeah. Do I know what it is? I have no idea what I'm even looking at. Droply? Hello, Droply. It's trying not to kill you. '70 seems like a good spot, yeah. I think my strongest right now is actually Urshifu. Urshifu, Rillaboom, and maybe Boltund. I don't know, Boltund's just kind of made its way. I've got a few that are level 75, and that's kind of as far as I've made it so far with those. I mean, it doesn't mean I'm going to stop, but it is basically my plateau. It's just the 3 that I never really take out of the party. Mustard's Pokemon's around 70. Yeah, 70 just... Yeah, I mean... It's very true. What was Ash's, like, was it 81 back in the day? Ash's Pikachu? Or Red's Pikachu? I can't remember. I just remember Red, you know, back in the day. Playing, like, Gold and Silver after you beat the Elite Four. You could go to, like, Mount Silver. And I think that's what it was called. Yeah, that, like, I think it was level 81. Water Earth, nice. Wonder what else is in here. Seen a Droply. What else is in this water? I've never even seen a Droply in the game. Maybe it's specifically only Droply in here. I'm just gonna run this time. I'm trying to get a little look-ski, seeing maybe like what Wild Tim may be just lurking in this cove. His were in the 90s, really? I thought it plateaued at 81. I could be wrong, though, but that person is invisible. It's been a very long time since I've played Gold and Silver, Heart Gold, or Soul Silver, or Crystal, for that matter. I'll never forget his team, though. Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, Slowpoke, Lapras, and Pikachu. Not Slowpoke, Snorlax. Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, Snorlax, Lapras, and Pikachu. Gosh, I don't know why I said Slowbro. I'm tired. That is why. I am very tired. It's cool seeing these places opened up, though, which is also nice to another extent. I like having the shortcut as well. Because I'm guessing in Vumbi here is where our other side quest was. Which I could also be wrong. Holy jeez. Where in the heck am I supposed to visit this person at? Where is this? I hate that they don't have the quest options available. I guess it'll be like later on in the game. We'll go ahead and go back through the old tunnel here. We'll visit that other island. I wanted to visit this person in Kisiwa, Ara, and Arlande, but I'm guessing they might be in the next patch. I don't know. It's not available now, though. I don't see the question mark like anywhere. I didn't see it back there. I don't see it up here. So it's kind of like the only areas we have available at the moment. So maybe next patch. We'll go up here and we'll search this area to the north of here. We'll probably call it a night after that. We'll see. I wonder what kind of Temtem. Oh, we do have some Tim battles out here. Kisiwa is free again. My sons are coming from Vumbi to celebrate with the rest of the family. I'm so happy to hear that, ma'am. Oh. Don't you ma'am me, boy. We're all about equal. Oh, we're all equal again. Let's celebrate it. You said it. Okay. It's not so bad. Let's try to take out Zizare first. No. Let's try to take out Raiken first. I think the better idea. Should do the trick right here. Good deal. Yes, those are some brave tamers that defended Kisiwa. I still wish that, like, the tamers actually paid out a little bit more. I brought it here, and I'm guessing all these older people kind of want to just, like, get their battle on, which I'm happy about, but, I really like this music, too. Like this, almost Eastern style, or, I could say Eastern, style music going on. Man, a lot of droply. Maybe that's just like the water tip of this like region, which I'm guessing isn't a bad thing, and a lot of people are probably like super stoked about that. I mean, it probably like makes like a bigger like sense for a lot of people to just like, they just killed Montifan, they're going down. A bigger sense for people to just want to like Luma hunt, so to speak. Last time you seen Red was watching a video where someone beat him with a team of level 1 Pokemon. Did you watch the video where somebody beat Pokemon, I think it was Emerald, with one Pokemon? I can't remember what the Pokemon was though. Man, my brain, it left me. Like right off the bat, it left me. Gosh, what was that? I think it was Bidoof? Level 100 Bidoof? No, because Bidoof wasn't in Emerald. When was Bidoof? It wasn't that. Oh, gosh, what game was it? I watched a Pokemon beat the, all the, like, a whole game using one Pokemon, but I can't remember what the Pokemon was now, which makes it such a more anticlimactic conversation. Gen 4 was Bidoof. Probably a Fierce Strategy R on. No, it wasn't that. And it wasn't Dominant Pearl either. It was, I'm pretty sure it was Emerald version. What was the Bidoof essence in Dominant Pearl? What was the random rat-esque Pokemon in that game? I'm about to look it up here in a second. It's gonna bother me. It was beating Emerald with one Pokemon, but I can't remember what Pokemon it was. It was like very basic Pokemon you would have never thought they'd be able to do. Zigzagoon. Gosh, I don't think it was Zigzagoon either. And you're right, I remember now, that was the one. Let's see if I can find it really quick. See what the video was. It was Mudkip. I don't know why I couldn't think of it, but it was Mudkip. Again, I don't know why I couldn't think of it. I don't know why I instantly went to I don't know why I instantly went to Bidoof. I watched another episode with Bidoof, but I think it was like, is Bidoof a god Pokemon thing? It was like a fan theory. I think that's what I was thinking of. It was like a weird fan theory about like how level 100 Bidoof could just like beat anything, and they had this weird theory that it was a god Pokemon. I don't know, and I think I've somehow got them both confused in my brain, but it was the Mudkip beating Emerald with Mudkip only. That was the video. I remember now because they had the whole HM kind of confrontation going on with a lot of things. And again, I honestly don't know how I got them mixed up. I'm very tired, so that's the only excuse I got for you. I'm very tired. I've only had one day off of work, and well, yep, that's pretty much it. It's hot as hell. I live in Georgia. You hate Bidoof? Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan either. Yes, free Kisiwa, free Kisiwa. Let's celebrate free Kisiwa. Temtem up. Give me a hug, brother. We must celebrate the true tamer way. Temtem up, friend. They always put super new ugly rat. Yeah, the new one this time around is like that, the little squirrel thing. Like, some people might argue, but I think it's gradient, and it's counter, like, first form thing. I can't remember its name. Whipple up. Nice. Well done, brave tamer. Thank you, old guy. Did they add another rodent Pokemon I'm not thinking of? Looks like a double battle. Get a little switch key going on here. Okay, quick second. How's it going, Minato? Glad you could make it. Sorry about that. So, Minato, you want to get in a little Pokemon action? I've already wrapped up the story here. Kind of brushing up some things, like carving off the hard edges of this in Temtem here. But yeah, you wanna get on some raids with Resina when we actually get out of that. And yes, Rez, those are the two. Those are the ones I was thinking of. Squavit and Greedent. Are they even slightly good? I've not used them. I don't know much about them. Just a minute, Tamer. We saw some Belasoltos escape this way. You should have seen them. They climbed this wall faster than I could run. The cowards. So, we wanted to chase them, but the dojo guy said we're too young to fight Belasoltos, so we're here. Standing guard, and we're supposed to warn people about the Basolto stragglers. Because they can be dangerous if cornered, blah, 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 blah. We're more than ready to fight them. Resistance volunteers, I'm sure you are. You're children. If we're old enough to join the resistance, we're old enough to fight the invaders. Let us show you. Sintrent and Furret are the only acceptable ones. There was one I'm not gonna lie I enjoyed. I like the Alolan Rattata and Raticate. A lot of people didn't. I did. And what was the one from Sun and Moon? I feel like I liked that one a lot too. I never used it. I did like Sentret and Furret. Never a big Zigzagoon fan. Wasn't a big Bidoof fan. I can't remember the one from Black and White either, but the one from Black and White and the one from Sun and Moon. One of those two was one I was very, very into, but I can't remember which one it was, honestly. Let's just go ahead and try to take out Dropley first. Bidoof is a god killer. Where did I hear that? My god, Minato, I think you were talking. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe I'm wrong. I'll say it 3 times. But where did I hear that? I literally mentioned something like that just a moment ago about Bidoof being like a god killer, a god Pokemon. It's like a fan theory and some crazy shit. Where was that? Did you share this video with me or something? I was literally just talking about this just a moment ago, and I can't remember the reference. I also talked about the Mudkip beating the whole Emerald version, and somehow the two referenced each other, and I didn't mean to. Got 2 videos mixed up. But where was that? The Bidoof God Pokemon, God Killer. I swear I heard it from somewhere, and it might have been from you. Maybe you shared a video. Like I said, I can't remember. But I was literally just talking about that just a moment ago. Also, again, excuse me, my allergies are, for some reason, being horribly messed up right now. I don't really get the Acronog strategy. Like, I get it, but I don't get it. So we only got Gazuma now. Sufan hitting 50. Nice. Okay, let's try to take out Gazuma. Actually, they're gonna get a little weakened. I can run back and go heal them up. I'm gonna switch them both out. Gazuma and Geralt. Seems like the best move to make. The overexertion. That'll trump card of whatever, you know. Okay, here we go. This might do it. Almost. That did. So it's like Kinu and Gazuma are my last two Try to get to 50. Okay, you won, but we're not that bad, right? You know, not really. Can we join the dojo now, you think? Let's go get a quick hill ski. I could use items, but I'm not gonna. It seems faster to just do this. Okay. I really wish I could see my first, like, Luma. It'd be so nice. Same battle. Wow. Looks like we're also hitting that little bit of a lag stage. I've noticed this is like the dead hours of the game, and I feel like this is why they like to do a lot of that, you know, what's it even do? Maintenance kind of thing. I've noticed that a lot, actually. Both of these are getting close to 50 as well, which is really, really nice. I really do love the soundtrack that's going on here now. They actually have the soundtrack of this game going out on vinyl pretty soon, which I still don't get. Like, cassette and vinyl in the last, like, 4 years have been just, like, so popular. I get it for nostalgia and stuff, but it just blows my mind. Especially with cassette, to see that would have a comeback. Like, a lot of people rocking those, like, Sony Ericsson. The old school one, the old tape player. Sure. That's the Pokemon that looks like it's high. What? It was a male-female differential thing. Also didn't know that. Sounds interesting, though. So, also, yeah, Minato, you up for the raids tonight? If you don't want to, it's cool. I'm not going to be on here too much longer, but I'm going to be on here for a little while. But when I get off, I was wanting to do a little bit of a poke raiding, or poke raids. Vinyl, best for DJing. Yeah, like vinyl, like straight up, like pulling out the old, gosh, how did I forget the name now? I had it in my head, and just like right as it was about the turntables. Damn. Awesome, Minato. Glad to hear it. I've really been enjoying getting on the raids and everything with Rez and Minato. Both of you have been really awesome getting in on all that stuff. Definitely had some progress of like building Pokemon up and whatnot. Also, Minato, feel free to just not want to at all, but can you breed Litten or Incineroar and what was the third one? I can't remember. I remember Decidueye and Incineroar, but I can't remember the water one. Can you breed those? Like, I've got a Rowlet, but I literally cannot get the other starters. You don't have to, though. I understand. A few of those take quite a while to hatch eggs through. I've just been on this weird, like, wanting a few of the starters. I need to actually level up my, my Charmander and my Squirtle that I got. Take a look at the map. The fire and water one? Yeah, those two. You literally do not have to as well, so full discretion, you don't have to. Bel Soto diehard. Clan Bel Soto prevails. Though you're hiding it, yes, that delusional much. Clan Bel Soto has been defeated big time. Bel Soto eat poop. I've said this a lot. I shall not tolerate defeatism. Plus, do we have to? Yes, neutralize the terrorist. Minado, thank you so much. Debatable if this is a good battle. Wind Blade on that and Beta Burst on this, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, Mushuk down. Bel Sotos eat poop. They probably do. It's like that one Rick in Rick and Morty. Doofus Rick. Mastione. Awesome. What? I didn't see that one coming. Okay, let's do this. And I hate to switch Kinu, but I gotta. If I don't, I'm gonna regret it. Get Shralled out. I like how Sherald almost says Sherald. Sherald. So Minato, did you have a good weekend? Did you do anything anything fun throughout the day? Just a strategic retreat. That's a long streak of strategic retreats. %. Okay, before we just try to run back, I'm just gonna like bomb up here. Switch around the old party some. Nothing special other than play with watch some friends stream. I feel you. Hey, I've been like I've talked about it a lot. I've really enjoyed getting on the Pokemon action lately. I feel like it's just like reliving like an old pastime, which makes me sound even older than I am. But it's been a long time since I've been able to just like get down and grind some Pokemon with some bros or some bromies. Back in the day, I had a few friends in high school. It was about 5 of us, 6 of us if you include myself, where we would like make random teams throughout the week, and we'd just like challenge each other to battles. Like we'd do like all poisons versus all poison, or all water teams versus all water. And it, obviously it'd be like water with the the exception of the secondary top, but we'd keep that going for like a whole week, and we'd just like keep that kind of like a sense of things going. But since I've been older, you know, and obviously it's just the way of things. You don't hang out with people you did back in school days. You know, you're an adult, you have your own responsibilities. You're not just hanging out with people anymore. So yeah, it's been us really getting to do all these raids and stuff like that. It's just like a weird little gift of nostalgia, so to speak. Did you get Steven in on it? Yeah, also, a person that watches on Facebook, Ashley, she's been wanting to get on a lot of it here lately as well. I was gonna actually ask her last night and somehow forgot. I wouldn't say forgot, but somehow, needless to say, last night I passed out way earlier than I wanted to. Don't think anything's wrong with the stream. I did that. That's why the music stopped. But yeah, it would be nice to get Steven in on it as well. His schedule doesn't really add up to ours. Like, all three of us are really big night owls. Like, we're up... Technically, we're up super early, but, I say late. But Steven, I'm pretty sure, has to, like, wake up pretty early, and it makes it a little bit more difficult for him. I would love to actually have him on everything as well. Also, Ashley, like I mentioned, she was wanting to get on stuff like that with us sometime. Maybe on a weekend that I'm not streaming sometime that Steven's available. I don't like people and I dislike talking Temtem up. Jesus. One Temtem, get 60s, gotta be. I've only seen like 2 other of these and one of them 60s, I'm guessing, yeah. 59, it's close. Gonna switch Whipple up in here. Sharp Leaf. But yeah, I'd love to get Steven in on it as well. If we could. Like I said, I know our schedules they just don't add up. Come on, do the trick. Thank goodness. Hey, Kino almost 50. Nice. I also dislike losing. I still dislike people, by the way. Why? I'll leave you alone. People are complicated. Bad. I like Temtem. They're simple. These lands here, plenty of Temtem to catch and tame usually. Now, too many people. Wish y'all would go away. Okay, I'll leave you alone. Oh god, another spot where we need crystal skates. I seriously think Krima was just trying to troll. Obviously, can't go farther that way. Hey, they just left me here. You know I'm gonna kick your ass too. Not a kid's game. That's Clinton Bilsilto for you. Poor devil. Why is everyone ganging up on me? Okay, so we have Noxolotl and Barnshee. If you can take this one out first. Nice, Noxolotl out. promise. Okay. And I hate to, especially during the middle of a battle, I am going to have to take a very quick restroom break. I'm going to be very quick, and I'll be right back. Oh wow, Minado, that's actually super impressive. That is a long way back to actually have Pokemon. Can you actually still transfer all those over? Can you? I mean, that is a long way back from GameCube. Dragonite and Ursaring. It's crazy. And pretty cool. Ah, damn it, Kisiwa. Hopefully this takes the Platypus out. Good deal. Ah, I can't catch a break. You know, might as well leave it like this. It's fun. How do you get over there? It looks like it does a little wraparound. Yeah, just that little wraparound action. Another battle. Ah, finally, someone to Temtem up with. If you don't mind, that is, I was assigned to protect the Amnesians while they rebuild. I guess someone had to do it, but I missed the big battle. Imagine that, being posted here while youngins had all the fun in the city. So, like you see these days, Temtem up. Can you get Dratini in Sword and Shield? That is a very, very, very good question. I feel like I have to ask right now. Rez or Minato, if you're still on here watching. That is both, like... I can't believe that it hasn't... I need a Dratini. I'm just gonna stop saying words and just end with that. You cannot get Dratini. Oh, that is saddening. So saddening. Wah! What is the game without Dratini? You gotta switch out Kinu. It's just it's death to Kinu, but if you keep it in there. Hopefully this brings Fluffy down. It did. Good. Got a shiny Lopunny. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I wish we had all of them. That'd be really nice. I feel like a lot of it has to do with this whole expansion thing they're working on, and who knows what else. Major Pyroar. The biggest thing that I don't like is just like, I don't know. I guess the biggest thing is just wishing we had more Pokemon. I don't know. At least we still have a lot. A little bit of it is saddening. I don't know the direction they're trying to take with a lot of it, but maybe we'll get more of them soon. Pretty acceptable. Taming skills, youngin'. Double battle. Now time to take a break, boss. Stop bossing me, Melina. Or Melini. You know, it's not how it works. Whatever. You're in charge here. Don't pretend to just be one of us now. What? Just taking the piss, girl. What does it even mean? In any case, I think we're pretty much done. As long as it holds. And you are? I'm Tumbles. Hi, Tumbles. Do you always stop and stare at people while they talk? You walked up to me and started talking about pissing. come now, girl. Don't take it out of don't take it out on any rando that comes this way. Anyway, hi. I'm Nagbera. And don't mind Milini. She's in a bad mood because she's tired. She's not much of a stow. So, if you're not really my boss, I can tell you to go. For your information, Mirazal Engineering Co-op is a very horizontal power structure and all that, but that won't prevent me from kicking your ass if you piss me off. Friendly reminder. Are you with Mirazal Engineering? Yeah. Here to help reconstruct yada yada. Mirazal Engineering sent us as part of an assessment and reconstruction team to see what the damage of the tunnel was. I'm pretty happy to say most of the work is already done, and the tunnel's already usable again. In the long run, we'll have to put some structural support in place and run advanced stress diagnostics, but yes, for the moment, normal traffic is restored. We, Missyrians, are not warlike the Tukumani volunteers, but we have other ways of helping our Kisiwan friends. Stirring speech, boss girl. She's miffed because she had to leave for this week, and now she's gotta work. Well, your boyfriend doesn't work in an airship. You know how hard it is to have our schedules coincide. I could hit something. Alright, someone needs to blow off some steam here. Care to Temtem battle, Tamer? You could prevent a workplace conflict. You could call it that. Random fun fact, does anybody remember that Pokemon Revolution game from the Wii? Actually, my girlfriend has that game, but yeah, I've never played it. That's very true, as a few of them don't have 3D models. Magmortar is dope. In Gundam 4593, want to become famous? I don't buy followers. Thank you. But yeah, I don't buy followers and that whole. If it's a slow game for me, it's a slow game. That's how it works. I'm not out here trying to like buy fame. Thank you, but it's not how I would like to do things. I'm in the game to get it all naturally. It may be slow, it may take a while, but I'm gonna have fun doing it, and it's the way I want to do it, and I'm not gonna do it by paying money. Thanks for the offer. Good luck to you for whatever it is that you're doing, but no thanks. That's a butt? I know. Actually, it's probably a person sharing a butt or a butt person. Nonetheless, thanks but no thanks. I still like to get it out there. I don't want... I just never want that kind of thing on me. I don't know. Some people may go that route and just want to, like, pay some money to somebody like my channel. Oh, we're gonna get somewhere one day. But I don't know. I'm not about it. If I don't make it, I don't make it. I'm not about to fucking pay for it. It's just garbage with no. If you're out there paying for people to watch your channel, just stop. Do me, yourself, and whoever the hell you're paying watching you all a favor. Jesus. Minato. Even if it was true, let me give you a small spoiler. Choco doesn't have leftover dog food. She cleans that bowl every night. No kidding. Like, I literally gotta monitor Choco as she eats. It's a problem I've had with her since she was a wee pup. I'll offer help. I live in an apartment, so I don't even have a water hose, so... It'd be more like the slightly damp rinse of a, slightly damp rinse of a rag. Oh, man. Attaboy, those were some sick moves. Thank you. Get out of here, you. Okay, there's not much farther to actually go around here. Apparently there's something or another here. Hello. Ah, true friend the Kisiwa approaches tumbles, isn't it? Thank you for your service, my brother in arms. You're welcome. Yes! Nice! I can heal here. Awesome. I feel like this is supposed to be like some mitigation form. I don't know for what, but I feel like there's just like should be something here I probably can't do yet. No way. This is the area I couldn't go in at the beginning of the Kisiwa patch. I guarantee it. And this is so nice that I could just like zip on through right now. Holy jeez. It is even more than that. I don't know where I'm at. I'm at the beginning of the Kisiwa patch. Oh yeah, so that is the spot. Holy yes! This is where the last one left off. Awesome! This is the hub where they were just like, nah, you can't go through there. Now I can go through there. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. This is not up to standards. If this was Amnesia, we'd have totally pulled all these islets together, or at least built bridges. Why? I guess it's a culture thing. My Mysterian like connecting things. We islets closer to each other. We build bridges if it must become an Amnesia. It is fragmented. And here you have Kisiwa, immense by our standards. By any standards, so big that they're used to having more lands than they can use. So they're happy to just leave islets like that one to the west. See it? Yeah. They're just happy to leave them lying around. Whoever wants to go there Just rock hop, right? It gets on my nerves sometimes. But hey, it's their island after all. Guess I'm too omniscient for Kisiwa. Temtem up? Okay, why not? I'm almost done here anyway. Okay. Level 60? 59. Okay, good. Who? Screw-doo. Jeepers. Okay, I didn't read what he said. He didn't pay much pants, son, so it's okay. Horrible way to look at it, but it's true. And not an important character, obviously, either. Okay, item over here, nice. Enhancer avocado. I feel like it's one of those random candy things that dude was talking about. Are you really sure it's this way? Mixedly. For real this time. I wonder if it's mixedly or Mizdulty. Or mistly. I bet it's mistly. With like, you know, X making like the Z sound. So I bet it's mixedly. Honestly, give up. We've been going in circles for hours. By the depths of, hey, you, give us some directions, please. Sure, where are you going? No time, sorry. To Uhuru to help the great battle that comes. Too late. Sorry to break it to you. Oh no. We lost? We won! Yes, long live free Kisiwa! Such a shame we couldn't help though. At least we might be in time for the celebrations. Well. Thank you so much for following. I appreciate that. But yeah, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for following on Twitch. Sorry about that. Well, now that we're here, and I'm itching for a Temtem battle, anyway, one ever friendly one. Less dangerous, but equally thrilling. At least we didn't come in yet. Holy beastie. Yeah, again, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Oh god, I am in the worst position ever. Let's switch out both. Oh god, this is gonna, oh yeah, not good at all. Gazuma is not the best choice right now. Let's go ahead and send Gazuma out there. Just safety. Not the best for this battle at the position I was in. A little bit better here. Hopefully neither of them take it 50-50 versus 50-50. should be decent enough. Okay, here we go. Oz Cubes on Raiken and Electric Storm. Let's do it. Survive, Gazuma. Survive! Gazuma did not survive. Okay, I kind of saw it coming, but I was hoping it wouldn't happen. I meant to choose Rise, but okay, too fine. Not my real choice, but that happened. Good deal. Worked out somewhat for the better. Double tornado might do the trick. Who did? Us. Good thing we never had to face the Belthotto. Yeah, and that was pretty much the circle, you know. It's okay. Random wild Gazuma out this far, eh? This might actually get Charl to 51, which would be nice. Not quite. Double could me. Keep up the good work and have a good night. Thank you so much, Holy Beasting. I definitely will, and you definitely have a great night as well. And thank you so much again for following over on Twitch. I really appreciate it. And believe me, I'll definitely keep it up. I really appreciate that, and thank you so much. Kind of messed that up. I meant to use it on the other one, but I did not. But it's okay. . 51 on Gerald. Nice. Not even gonna try the glass thing. Or the crystal skating thing. So that's pretty much it, you know. That was it was the end of the story, and it was the end of like all the side contest or side content, I should say. There's no contest, obviously, but I mean it was a fun stream tonight. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed getting through all of this new content here with Temtem. But with that, like I said, I think it's the best time to go ahead and call it here. I'm not doing anything else, and won't be on this game until the next patch, which probably won't happen until this fall. I'll again, I know people have been curious, but when this game does actually get released all over again, I'll do another playthrough with it again. I've enjoyed playing through it with the early access / beta, but I am done for now. Minato and Rez, if you want to actually get in on some raids, I'm going to be on very soon on Pokemon. But for everybody watching here on YouTube, give me just a moment. I'm going to do something in the background, and when I come back, I'm going to tell you goodnight, and that's it. Give me a second, and if, honestly, you got to get out of here before then, I understand. Give me a second, though. Alright, so if you dipped out, understand already, I'm gonna actually go ahead and just stop this in the background. I'm caught up on the game. I'm caught up on the story, I'm caught up on the content. All I can do now is grind for levels in Luma, which I'm not gonna do on stream if I do it. So, let me go ahead and do this. Sorry about that. I will be back on tomorrow, but I won't be doing any Temtem. Temtem, these streams are basically over until probably fall. I was talking about it earlier. I don't know when the actual next patch will drop, but I assume naturally that it's fall. Which, that's okay. I got a lot coming up. So, let me go ahead and just get a little something playing in the background. I really did enjoy playing through Temtem here. I've enjoyed playing through this patch. It's been really awesome. I love the story. I love the addition to the Temtem that they've added. I really like, a lot of things about it that I could really just say that were really good. And it makes me want to recommend it more, but I still feel about the same that I did with my first initial review, which I was saying earlier. Again, I will be on tomorrow, but I won't be doing any more Temtem for a while. Tomorrow I'll be doing some Final Fantasy XIV, and then the day after that, and until August 11th happens, with the days I do actually stream, I'm going to be doing Resident Evil 7 DLC. So tomorrow, Final Fantasy XIV, and days after that until patch 5.3 in Final Fantasy XIV happens, it's going to be Resident Evil 7 DLC. I've really enjoyed all of this tonight. I've really enjoyed being back in here, being able to do the stream and do more Temtem. And again, I will be back with Temtem on the next patch. It's not something I just stream. I do enjoy the game. I do like the game. But I just don't stream Temtem for the sake of things. It's a good game. I like the story, I like the gameplay, but I'm not about to just sit here and become a Temtem streamer. No problem with it. I do recommend it if you like Pokemon and MMOs. Not if you don't like early access, and not if you don't like beta. Wait for the game to come out, and it will on console soon enough. But for now, I'm out of here. And Rez and Minato, later too as well, Rez. And Rez and Minato, I will be on Pokemon Sword just for a little bit. I'm very tired, and it's very late. And I was on here a lot longer than what I thought it was going to be. Almost 3 hours. But thank you all so much for watching. I've really appreciated it. And if you want to jump in on Pokemon Sword, definitely welcome. If you're curious about my Switch ID, just hit me up on YouTube, Discord, Facebook, whatever. I can hit it up with you, and maybe we can get on some content. Me, Minato, and Rez love to run some raids together. They're all a lot of fun. But for now, I'm out of here. Thank you so much for watching. And again, tomorrow we'll be on some Final Fantasy XIV. And the day after that, I'm going to get back to some Resident Evil 7 DLC. And we'll be on that until either the end of this week or until we finish it. Next week, next Thursday, is Final Fantasy XIV patch 5.3, and that's going to be the main focus for a little bit. So, again, thank you so much for watching, and until then, and until next time, and until you decide to glance back in here, I'm out of here. Take it easy, have fun. Thank you all so much for watching, but I'm out. Good night, everybody. Take it easy, have fun. I'm out. Wrong screen, but you know what? We do have an RIP planned pretty soon, and also another vlog here with Tumbles. A lot of stuff coming up on the channel pretty soon. A lot of different things planned. A lot of stuff's gonna happen. And until then, until next time, though, I'm sorry, I'm so tired, but I'm out of here. Good night, everybody. Till next time.